Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to continue our attempts of Season 5, Round 2 of the Solo Crisis League. This setup is using Heroes Unite plus Crisis 4. I'm going to maintain that this is the easiest possible setup. There's no special rules this season except for hero selection's been altered a little bit, and Heroes Unite's the easiest base deck, with Crisis 4 being the... maybe not the easiest base deck. Heroes Unite is the strongest base deck by far, and Crisis 4 is the easiest Crisis. So between those two factors, it's not really a problem. We had a slow start yesterday, but once we got it going, we just flew through it. So it's really not a big deal. Still, we've got our heroes to help us. And hero choice is really easy this week, and I'll tell you why. Or this round, this attempt, I guess. So first off, Black Canary, who we are not using, and here's why. Her ability is +1 power for each different villain you play during your turn. Getting a villain in your deck in Crisis 4 I think is almost impossible, or at least very rare. So it's rare enough that it's not going to happen. So Donna Troy kind of wins by default, but beyond that, I'm actually really excited to play as her. So Donna Troy, you pay 1 less to buy defense cards. That's great, because defense cards are useful, right? Nothing wrong with that. And then each time you avoid an attack, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. You know I love the destruction mechanic of these games, so I'm able to get rid of all those starter cards quickly. Basically, every single villain I defeat or defend against, I can destroy a card. So I'm not going to complain about that, and I have that built right into the character. I don't need a special card at the right time, I just need a defense card. And since they're all one power cheaper, I'm going to get there a lot faster. So it's going to be Donna Troy for us. Sorry, Black Canary, another time. Alright, anything else we need? I don't think so. I think we can just get started. Oh, we're going to need our first personal crisis, that's right. We're going to need Survivor's Guilt. Each time a weakness or starter you own is destroyed, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. To beat 2 cards owned by players must be destroyed during a turn. That's not great because we only have starter cards right now, so it's going to increase our rate that things are going on to the main deck here, or into the main lineup, I mean, from the main deck. Hopefully we'll be fine. For our first turn, we have 1, 2, 3 power. I want to get Plastic Man, but he's kind of useless right now, so instead we'll go with a kick. You know what? Whirlwind might be helpful too, but later. Well, not later. Soon. New card getting destroyed. We just lost Starbolt. That's an early loss of Starbolt. That's sad. Alright, that's 4 power we've got here. We're going to go with Wally West. Draw some cards. New card coming out. New card getting destroyed. Oh, also, since we're shuffling our deck here, we do gain a weakness. We lost Red Lantern Power Ring. I lost 2 cards I quite like to the destroy pile. I think Red Lantern Power Ring kind of gets a bad rap, I guess. I do quite like the mechanic. It's dangerous sometimes, but it can be helpful. It can either destroy something you don't want, or you can get the last 4 power you need by destroying an iffy card. It's interesting, I think. So there's no defense cards out there, right? No. Alright, Wally West comes out, and we draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4 power, and a vulnerability. We're going to get the other Wally West. Just double down on that. New card coming out. The idea I have there is at least there'll be a turn where I draw 2 cards. Now, we don't have a destruction mechanic yet, so this could take a while. We have to destroy a card. 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to definitely get Blue Lantern Power Ring. Or you know what? No, Warm Embrace. Lots of power in that. Right up front power. Gotta shuffle this up. At least there's a villain. That's good. Something else. You need to find a way to destroy cards, though. It's hard to do that in the first couple turns. If you don't get the right card at the right turn, it's not going to happen. Alright, 1, 2 power is all we got here. We're going to go ahead and get Whirlwind, because that would have really helped us this turn. Would have gotten rid of those vulnerabilities and weaknesses all at once. New card coming out. New card getting destroyed. Lost Oa. Man. This is not going great for destroyed cards. Wally West draws 2 cards. And 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would definitely get rid of Slade Wilson right now and go for another personal crisis if I could, but I can't. Instead, we'll get rid of Ocean Master and gain White Lantern Power Battery. You can't get villains in Crisis 4 unless you have no villains in the lineup. So no supervillains unless the lineup's clear of villains. You can have as many personal crises as you want, but as long as that's not happening, you're fine. Let's get this light on, make things a little bit clearer. It usually helps with some of the glare. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. New card getting destroyed. Alright. 4 power here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. But we have Nightstorm here. So goodbye to Nightstorm. And then we have 6 left over. We're going to go ahead and get Metropolis. New card coming out. New card getting destroyed. Well, it's a defense card, so that's good. We pay 1 less for it. This is a terrible hand, though. 1 power, but I pay 1 less for a defense card, so we'll take Vigilant Guard for 1 power, please. New card coming out. New card getting destroyed. Birthday cake. We're going to go ahead and play Whirlwind. If this is the first card you have played this turn, you may discard your hand and draw 4 cards. We have to shuffle everything up to do that, and we get another weakness for it. Not doing great. We don't have a destruction element yet. Need to find something that destroys. That's why I really wanted... Well, I guess that wouldn't help. I need 2 cards that destroy, or something that I can play twice for Survivor's Guilt. Oh wait, I only get 4 cards, not 5. Alright, so we have 1 power here. Gain all power rings in the lineup and put them into your hand. Then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. We're going to put Plastic Man on top of my deck. Or you know what? We'll just gain Mara Al Ghul. And she won't go on top of our deck. She'll just go to the destroy pile. So that's 1 power. These will do nothing. 2 power total. We could buy Flight Ring, but we'll buy Flight Ring. Why not? Flight Ring can help us for a crisis later, possibly. Alright, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to go ahead and get Plastic Man. Call that a turn. Alright, let's get another card out here. Another card to destroy. Stone. Alright, Metropolis. Once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a superpower, draw it. If not, you may discard it. If it is not, we will discard it. 4, 5 power says goodbye to Stone. And we'll stop there. That's all we can do. Man, still not getting the cards I need at all. We're going to get a lot of weaknesses here. Survivor's Guild's a bad one to start with. It's a very difficult personal crisis to have at the beginning of the game, because you don't have a destruction card at the time that it comes out. So we got to get rid of anything else we can. 1, 2, 3 power. We'll go ahead and get Power of the Green. Let's try Metropolis. Are you a superpower? It is not, and we will leave that there. New card coming out. Raven. It's a good card. Oh, we have to destroy a card too because of Survivor's Guilt. We just lost Donna Troy. That's not great. That is a really good card. Let's draw a card for Light Ring. 1, 2. These guys do nothing. Let's try Metropolis. Are you a superpower? It is. So 3, 4, 5. And nothing here. So just the 5 is enough to buy both of them. We've cleared the lineup now. There's nothing else going on. But we just don't have what we need to beat Survivor's Guilt or Slade Wilson. New card coming out, a destruction card. That's good. And Dead Man would have helped a lot. Dead Man would have ended Survivor's Guilt right away. Okay. 4. Gain all power rings from the lineup and then put it into your hand. Then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. I guess we can gain Omen from the lineup and put it on top of our deck. I don't know if we're going to have what we need next turn to make it work. It's a chance we're taking. Alright, nothing we can do with that power. New card coming out. Oh, new card getting destroyed. How do we want to handle this? Alright. 1 power. 2. 3. I can. Each player may destroy a card in their hand or discard pile. We're going to destroy a weakness. I think that's one of the things here. Yeah, each time a weakness or starter you own is destroyed, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Did that. And I also get to draw 2 cards, which is going to get me that weakness right back, honestly. So we're at 3 power, 4 or 5 power. We're going to get Titans together. Just need to figure out something else we can do. I need to find a way to discard one of these. Let's try Metropolis first. Well, no, we'll save it for next turn. New card coming out, new card getting destroyed. If I can find a way to discard one of the Wally Wests, we'll be able to use Omen twice. That's essentially what I'm thinking right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to make that happen. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and count the heroes in my discard pile. Just the 9, but you know what? We're going to use that 9 to beat Slade Wilson. We're going to take on another personal crisis because Survivor's Guild's just a little too strong for us right now. Okay. We have no defense cards. We have a terrible hand for this next villain, so let's see what happens. First off, the new personal crisis is Sudden Loss. Discard each ongoing card you control. You can't play ongoing cards. Contribute 2 ongoing cards. Okay. Then, our villain is Crisis Superboy Prime. Each player gets a personal crisis, then discards a card for each personal crisis they have. That's a 3rd personal crisis. That's not ideal. Discard each hero you control. You can't play heroes. Contribute 2 heroes. And you have to discard 3 cards. It'll be 2 weaknesses and a vulnerability. We are in a dangerous position very early in this game. So, let's see how it goes. So, 3 cards I have to destroy because there's 3 personal crises in play. We lost a Warm Embrace. Everything else was villains, so it's just the 1 card we lost, but it's still not ideal. We only got 2 power, so that's all we can do there. Another card comes out, and another 3 getting destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we can do here. We'll start with Flight Ring to draw a card. Alright, we're going to give 2 heroes here to Unrequited Love. So they're removed from the game, and Unrequited Love is over for now. Can't play ongoing cards, I have to destroy cards. So, gain a power ring from the lineup and put it into your hand, then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. We're going to put Infinity Island on top of my deck. No, we're going to put Ancient Map on top of my deck to give to Sudden Loss next turn. Alright, we'll shuffle everything up. We don't have to gain any more weaknesses. We don't have Slade Wilson out anymore. So no more weaknesses, that's good. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I went to 6 on accident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, new card coming out. I have to destroy 2 of them. Oh, we lost a Unity card there. Alright, we're going to give an ongoing card here to Sudden Loss. Then, I'm going to play Whirlwind. If this is the first card you played from your hand, you have played this turn, you may discard your hand and draw 4 cards. Okay. I'm going to save Omen. I'm not going to play it yet. Or maybe I should. I'm going to play Omen. Oh, I can't because of Sudden Loss. Well, we're not going to do that. Okay, 5 power, 6, 7, 8 power. We can't play Omen. With that 8 power, we're going to buy Biometric Exosuit And we'll say goodbye to Granny Goodness. One, two, three, four, five. Let's get another ongoing card for sudden loss. What do we have? Nothing here. Legion Flight Ring says draw a card. Oh, we have to destroy 2 cards for our 2 crises. Alright, 1 power is all we got, and these are useless. That's bad. Our deck is clogged up with those weaknesses from Slade Wilson. We couldn't do anything about it at the time. New card coming out. New 2 cards getting destroyed. Yeah, here's Wally West, I think, or Titans Together. What do I want to do? Oh, we're going to get rid of Titans Together. That's 2 ongoing cards gone, and sudden loss is over. And then we're not going to play the 2 Wally West. We're going to save them for when Omen's out. I'll explain why later. 2 power here. Nothing I can buy with that. So whenever you play a Unity card, you get to use all the Unity cards you have out. Now, if I have Omen out, I can play Wally West and then play it a second time. If I can play it 2 times in 1 turn, I have Survivor's Guilt. Taken care of. Gone. We're getting there. If we can get rid of Survivor's Guilt, we're going to be in a much happier place. I keep seeing cards I want go to this destruction pile. It's making me sad. For instance, Helmet of Fate's a great defense card, and with my character being defense-oriented, it's really not great to see it go away so early. So White Lantern Power Battery. Gain all power rings from the lineup and put them into your hand, then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. We're going to put Titans Together. You know, we're going to put Infinity Island on top of my deck. Then it's 1, 2, 3 power. We're going to use that to get rid of Jervis Tetch. A new card will come out, and 1 card will get destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know at least 1 card here. Oh, we have Metropolis. We have Infinity Island. That's good news. 2 power. Vulnerability. 3, and count the heroes in my discard pile. Might not be many. 4, 5... 6, 7. Not bad. 7 will get Titans Together. And that will be the end of that phrase? That turn. Alright. So 1 card getting destroyed due to the Survivor's Guilt. Another destruction card. We lost a lot of good cards here. This is going to be a tough crisis, the Survivor's Guilt. So, what we want to do is we want to ignore the other Unity cards until we have Omen out. Once we have Omen out, we want to try and play 2 Unity cards in 1 turn in order to do 2 destructions. That will allow us to get rid of Survivor's Guilt. Then we can focus on Superboy Prime. That being said, I could get rid of Superboy Prime earlier, but it's a bit dangerous as we saw in that last turn. 1 power, that's all I'm getting because I'm saving Titans Together. So we're going to stop there. Next card coming out, 1 card getting destroyed. Ooh, this is ugly. 1, 2, 3 power. I can copy an equipment, but I don't think I have any. Nope. We will use Metropolis. Are you a superpower? It is not, and we will leave that there. So we ended up with 3 power there. We'll go ahead and get Water Bearer. We could use some of that. That ability to get cards on top of our deck? Yes, please. I'm sorry, cards right to our hand. What am I talking about? Okay, perfect. Here's Omen. Destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Let's go ahead and destroy this weakness. Now, since I destroyed a card, we have to add a card to the lineup. That's 1 down. Let's try Metropolis. Are you superpower? It is, and we will draw that. And we'll play Legion Flight Ring to draw another card. 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 power total. That's pretty good. Not enough to get Superboy Prime out of here. It is enough to get World's Mightiest Mortal, though. And I still have 4 left over. We'll use that for Ancient Map. New card coming out. New card getting destroyed. All I need is 2 Unity cards in 1 hand. I've got the 1 here. Let's start... How do I want to handle this? This could go either way. I think we have to. We're gonna try Whirlwind. I think 1 power, and then I can draw 4 more cards. Ah, it didn't work. I tried. It did not work. I can gain all power rings from the lineup, and then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of my deck. We're gonna gain Damian Wayne here. Put him right on top of my deck. We're gonna play Wally West, and Wally West says draw a card, and then Omen allows us to destroy a card because of that. That adds a card to the lineup because of Survivor's Guilt. Then I play Damian Wayne. 2 power, I can discard any number of ongoing cards. We are going to discard Wally West, but because of Infinity Island, it'll go right back to my hand instead, and we'll play it again, drawing another card, destroying another card, adding a card to the lineup, and getting rid of Survivor's Guilt because we just destroyed 2 cards in 1 turn. So we did that. And that was the biggest challenge we've had so far. So seeing that gone is very satisfying. Alright, 3 power. Infinity Island. We didn't try Metropolis yet. Are you superpower? You are not. We will leave that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all we have power-wise, but I'm okay with that. We'll get 2 power for Force Field and 3 left over. We're going to get another Whirlwind because we've got a lot going on in this deck that needs to be discarded sometimes. Now we're going to try and get Destruction Heavy whenever possible because we have got a lot of junk in this deck. All the starter cards are still here. We gained a lot of weaknesses from Slade Wilson, and we have to do something about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card coming on out. Nothing to destroy for once. We're going to play Wally West. So that's 2 draw cards. And I can destroy one in my hand or discard pile. Goodbye to this weakness. And then we're going to play Biometric Exosuit. So that's 1 power. Draw 2 more cards. And then I can destroy a card again. We'll destroy this vulnerability. That's progress. So 1 power. Force Field says draw a card. 4 power, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're going to copy Biometric Exosuit to get to 8, draw 2 cards, and then I may destroy a card. We're going to destroy this punch. 9, 10, and then count the heroes we played. 11, 12, 13, 14. That is enough to beat Crisis Superboy Prime. I still have 1 power left over, but nothing to spend it on. That was much better use of our time. That was good. That's what I wanted to see happen. Alright, we'll take care of our personal crisis first. Each time you buy or gain a non-villain card from the lineup, put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. A player must buy or gain 2 or more non-villain cards from the lineup during their turn. So we just have to buy 2 cards in 1 turn. That's not so bad. The cheapest card out here is 4 right now, so that's not ideal, but we'll deal with it. 1 card coming out, 1 getting destroyed. That being said, Vigilant Guard just came out. It's a defense card, so we pay 1 less for it, so it only costs 1. Our new villain is Blackfire. You may gain... I'm sorry, that's the top part. The attack is each player destroys a superpower they control and a superpower in their hand. For each you cannot gain a weakness. We will defend with Force Field. While this card is in play, you may put it back into your discard pile to avoid an attack. And since I did that, I am able to destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We will destroy this weakness in hand, and I feel great about that because that's why I wanted to play Donna Troy. Okay. We will start with Legion Flight Ring to draw a card. We'll play Titans Together, and that'll get us 2, 3, draw 2 cards, and then I can destroy a card because of Omen, or destroy this vulnerability. So we're at 3 power. I can discard any number of ongoing cards. We will discard Biometric Exosuit and Wally West, but we're going to keep Wally West into our hand because of Infinity Island. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 5 power so far. Play this again to draw 2 cards. 6, 7 power, and I can destroy another card. We'll put this ongoing card here. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. We'll use Metropolis. Or use Superpower. It is not, and we will discard that. 8, 9 power. Plus 5 is 14 power. Reveal the top 2 cards of the main deck. Put any number of them into the lineup and the rest back in any order. We'll leave them in the order that they're in. 14 power, 15 power total. Okay, that's pretty good. We're going to give Vigilant Guard for only 1 power, yes. So we have 14 power left. We will buy... We're going to get Blackfire here. She only costs 12. So that leaves us with 2 power that we use to get Flight Ring, adding a card to the lineup, beating Weakened Heart because we bought 2 cards in 1 turn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. We are doing great on these Unity cards. We're using them to just destroy the starter cards now that we've really thinned out the weaknesses. Hopefully we have the defense card we need for this villain to keep that going. Let's see what we got in hand. Do we have a defense card here? We do not. And I don't have whatchamacallit out here. I don't have force field, so we have to deal with whatever this is. Trial by combat. Each time a villain enters the lineup, you discard a card. Contribute a defense card. That should be fine. Just a single defense card. Then, harvest. Each player destroys a hero they control and a hero in hand. For each who cannot, gain a weakness. Ooh, I have none in hand. I guess we're going to destroy Wally West because I can't defend against this. And I'm not destroying Omen. Alright, sorry Wally. We have to gain a weakness for not being able to destroy one from hand. Not my favorite move, but it was the only one I had. I'm just going to switch these up just to make it a little bit easier to see. A little bit easier to read, whatever. Okay. We have to add a card to the lineup. We have to destroy a card for having Trial by Combat. We did have Manhunter come out. I have to discard a card. I will discard this Punch card. We're going to start with Ancient Map and look at this card. We may discard it. We will leave it there. We're going to play Whirlwind. And that's going to allow me to... The first card I played... Oh, actually, it's not the first card I played this turn, is it? No, it's not. First card I played this turn was Ancient Map, so that's not the case. Okay. Anyway, 4, 5, 6, 7 power then that we will use to get this Mind Control hat. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So hopefully we can avoid these Trial by Combat things more often. Gotta give it a defense card. Still haven't had one, but that was just the one hand. Let's see what we got. New card coming out. One's getting destroyed. We have to discard a card because of that villain. What do we want to discard? That's a hard choice. I guess we'll discard Whirlwind. We're going to start with Ancient Map. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will. Then we'll do Metropolis. Are you superpower? It is not. We will discard that. Biometric Exosuits. That's 1, 2, 3 power. Draw a card. And then I can destroy a card also. We're going to destroy this weakness. Then we're going to copy Biometric Exosuit to get to 4, 5, 6 power. Draw a card, and then I may destroy another one. So we are at 6 power. That's good. We're going to go ahead and draw a card. Here's Vigilant Guard for Trial by Combat, so that's over. That's removed from the game, not just destroyed. So 6 power still. 10 power. 11 power, reveal the top 2 cards of the main deck, put any number of them in the lineup, and the rest back in any order. We're going to put Deadman on top here. Alright, so we're at 11 power. And then I can gain all rings from the lineup. There are none. Then I can gain any one card from live and put it on top of my deck. We're going to put Damian Wayne on top of my deck. So with that 11 power, we're going to say goodbye to Black Lantern Corps and 1 Manhunter. And then I still have 2 left over, but I'm not going to buy anything for that. We are getting to a better place with our deck. Our deck is getting to the point where we are getting rid of all those extra cards and we're getting to do things more often. We're going to start our turn with Damian Wayne. You may discard any number of ongoing cards you control. Draw a card for each card discarded. So, that's 2 power. We're going to discard both of these and Wally West. You know, just Wally West and Biometric Exosuit. But Wally West will trigger Infinity Island and go straight to our hand. So that's 2 power. Draw a card. 3/4 power, and I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We will destroy this punch. So 4 power so far. Let's try Ancient Map. Are you superpower? It is. Oh wait, no. No, but that's not what Ancient Map does. That is what Metropolis does. So Metropolis is what we'll use next. So 4. Then we will draw a card. Ooh. 5/6 power, and I can discard. We will discard Titans Together to draw a card. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's count the heroes in play. 12, 13, 14, 15. And then the discard pile. 16, 17. So 17 says goodbye to Manhunter, leaving us with 14. That's goodbye to Harvest, leaving us with 4. And with that 4, do I want... I'm going to save Deadman because it's not a good time to get him. Because I have nothing to destroy. I'd love to destroy the punches I just played, but I can't. Nothing else I can do with that 4 power, so we will move on to the next turn. Hopefully, this works out for us. That was a bit of a gamble there. Just discarding some of those Unity cards. But we'll see. How are we doing? Well, we have a defense card in hand, but we can't use this one. This one we have to play from in play. Let's see what our new personal crisis is. It's Unappreciated. Each time you contribute to a crisis, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Contribute 3 cards of cost 1 or greater. Now we have to start buying cards we don't really want that we can give away. So we're getting to that point, which is better than where we were. So a new card comes out when a new card gets destroyed. Then our new villain is going to be Psimon, who we cannot defend against. Each player destroys 2 cards in their hand, then passes each other card in their hand to the hand of the player on their left. We're going to destroy this punch. And of these cards, I will destroy Waterbearer. That was not a great choice. I wanted to give Waterbearer to Unappreciated, but we couldn't do that, obviously. We're going to start our turn with Ancient Map. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We'll leave it there. We'll do Metropolis. Are you superpower? It is. And then we're going to give this kick to Unappreciated, which is going to add a card to the lineup. We're going to play Force Field to draw a card. And then we're going to play Mind Control Hat to draw 2 cards. Alright, we're going to draw... Here's Flight Ring for Unappreciated. Is that 2 cards? Is that what it needs? It needs 3 cards. And here's Vigilant Guard for the 3rd one then. So that's 3 cards contributed. They're gone from the game. And Unappreciated is over. We still have 0 power this turn, but we have done quite a bit. We're going to get 3 power from Power of the Green. And then 4/5, draw a card, and I may destroy a card, but I won't. 6/7, and I can discard cards, so we will discard Ancient Map. And you know what? We will discard... We'll discard Titans Together, but we're going to trigger Infinity Island to keep that one. So 7, 8, 9, draw a card. I may destroy a card. We will destroy this punch. So 9 power is where we ended up. Still don't want to buy Deadman, but I will later. We definitely do want Indigo Tribe, though. So we're going to go Indigo Tribe. That's easy. We want Skeets also because we can afford it. New card coming out. Nothing to destroy because we don't have a personal crisis. So what happens, I have no personal crisis right now, but how personal crises work is you add one card to the lineup every turn no matter what. So you always add one card. But if you destroy the top card of the main deck for each card, each personal crisis you have. So I have 2 personal crises, I add 1 card to the lineup, and then I destroy the next 2 cards in the main deck. That's how that works. Alright, so Legion Flight Ring draws a card. Oh, are you talking about Unappreciated? I'm sorry. Maybe that's what you're talking about. And yeah, you're right. I think I forgot to... Did I do that already? I thought I did do that. Each time you contribute to a crisis, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. That's what Unappreciated does. I thought I did that. Did I not? I might not have. I definitely gave it the cards it needs, so I'm going to add 2 cards at least. So if I missed that... Oh, I contributed cards from the crisis. I'm not sure what you mean, but you mean like I contributed cards to the crisis? Or... I only did 2? Okay. If I only did 2, then there's the third one. Thank you. Alright, so I did Titans, I did Legion Flight Ring to draw a card, so we're up to a hand of 5 again. That's a pretty good hand, I just want to see how I use it. Need to add 1 more? Okay. Let's see what we got. Got a few options to me. Don't have a lot to destroy. I'm saving Dead Man for when I really want to destroy something. I don't see anything I really want to destroy yet. But we do have White Lantern Power Battery. Gain all power rings from the lineup and put them into your hand. That is good. Gotcha. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for keeping up with that. Sometimes I miss that stuff. I really appreciate that. Alright. So... That's a good turn, because I played White Lantern Power Battery, and I gained all the rings from the lineup, and I have Plastic Man in our hand, so we'll be able to use that. But I can also gain 1 card from the lineup and put it on top of our deck. We are going to put Shazam on top of my deck. We're going to use Metropolis to say it's a superpower, and it is. Then I'm going to use World's Mightiest Mortal to reveal the top 2 cards of the main deck. Put them back in any order. I guess we'll leave Batarang on top. And then we'll play Shazam to play that. So that's 2 power here, 4, 9 powers so far with just those cards. Yeah, Personal Crises is it's a very different mechanic from the other Crisis games. But I like it. It does add a little bit more attention to it. It gives like a timer, like, sure, you can go and keep beating villains, but you're going to end up with a bunch of Personal Crisis cards, and you're going to fly through that main deck. So it is interesting. 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 7 power, 8, 9 because of that Batarang. Plus 4 is 13. So let's just say goodbye to Psimon now, leaving us with 2 power. Is there anything else I want out here? There's a few things I do want. I do want the Plastic Man, for example. We'll play Whirlwind to get the 3 power. 4, 5. And then we'll do Star Sapphire. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If they share a card type, put them back in any order. If not, draw them. I'm just looking at my cards. I could destroy this turn, but I'm good. We're going to get 2 more power from there, and we will discard Titans Together, triggering Infinity Island for that to come right back to our hand, and we get to draw a card for it. Alright, I think we were at 9 power. We're going to save this. I'm not going to play this. We're at 9 power. We're going to buy Dead Man. which allows us to destroy 2 cards. We're going to destroy this Punch and Whirlwind. There is not. That is my biggest problem with Heroes Unite plus Crisis 4. There is no interactive destroy pile. And my destroy pile is about the size of the main deck right now. So those cards are just gone. And that's what's bothersome sometimes when you have a bunch of crises and you see good cards go away quickly. There's nothing. All of the interactive destroy cards are in Crisis 1, 2, and 3. I don't think there's even any in the other base games. I think it's just the Crisis games that have that ability. There might be some in the base games I'm not thinking of right now, but most of them are just the Crises, and Crisis 4 doesn't have it. Which is sad, because there's a lot of good cards in Heroes Unite, and to see those go away is upsetting. Alright, I think I had 5 power left over. We're going to use Plastic Man here to copy... Oh, we'll copy Star Sapphire Power Ring to look at these 2 cards. There are different types, so we get to draw them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power here. We're going to go ahead and buy Warrior Princess and Plastic Man, and we're going to call it a day there. That is a lot of cards we bought. Purposely went out of my way to try and make that happen. We destroyed a bunch of stuff. Our deck is getting to a more manageable size. That's a pretty good size. That's enough to go through every 2 or 3 turns or so. And with that, we have only strong cards in here. Now that's good and bad. What's bad about it is I don't have much to give to whatever personal crisis I have come up next. What's good about it is that we will see those good cards more often, and we can buy cards that we need to put to that to give to those crises. So we'll see how it goes. Shuffling everything up now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Our new personal crisis is Out of Control. That's a good one. I do like Out of Control. Each time you draw 1 or more cards during your turn, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 3 or more cards must be drawn during a player's turn. Very doable. In fact, we're going to do it maybe on this first turn even. We're going to try. So we'll put Out of Control up here. We got to put a card out and destroy a card for the personal crisis. Then, our new villain is Cheshire. Can I defend against that? Yes, I have Force Field. Each player destroys a card of cost 1, 2, or 3 they control. You know, we're going to discard Force Field to defend. Triggers Donna Troia's ability, and we will use that to destroy Dead Man. Don't need him anymore. We used him. Okay. We're going to start our turn of Ancient Map. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. Then we'll try Metropolis. Are you a superpower? It is not, but we will leave that there. We're going to play Biometric Exosuit. So that's 1 power, draw a card, and then I may destroy a card. There's nothing I want to destroy, but since we drew a card, triggers Out of Control to add a card to the lineup. So that's 1 card drawn this turn. Okay. We need to get to how many? 3 or more in 1 turn. We are going to copy Biometric Exosuit. So that'll be 2 power, draw another card, and I may destroy a card, put a card to the lineup for drawing another card, but we don't have enough yet. Then we'll play Damian Wayne, play Biometric Exosuit away, drawing another card, also triggering Infinity Island to put that back in our hand. That's a 3rd card drawn, and the end of Out of Control. Alright, so all of that we ended up with 1, 2, 4 power. That's not bad. Alright. 5, draw a card, and I may destroy a card. 6, 7. 8, 9, reveal and play this card. Ooh, put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand and then draw a card. 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, we'll discard Ongoing Map. And that's it, to draw a card. 15, count the heroes. 16, 17, 18. 18 power is a lot. Goodbye, Jervis Tetch. Bring us down to 15. Goodbye, Cheshire. Bringing us down to 4. 5 power with Whirlwind. And then gain all power rings from the lineup and put them into your deck. Then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. We're going to put Starbolt on top of our deck. We still have, what was it, 5 power left? We're going to buy, I'm going to buy Batarang and Legion Flight Ring specifically for the Crisis that asks for equipment. I haven't seen it yet, and it's definitely coming up because it's one of these ones floating around here. So I'm buying those cards specifically for that Crisis. That's something you gotta keep in mind. The more you play the game, the more you have to remember which crises are coming, so you have the cards you need when they come. So don't go destroying everything, which is something I go too far with sometimes. So, new card comes out, get a new personal crisis. Insecure, discard each card of cost 5 or greater you control. That's these 3. Contribute a single card with cost 5 or greater. You can't play cards of cost 5 or greater. We have to destroy a card for the personal crisis. Then, our new villain is Brother Blood. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, pass 1 to the discard pile of the player on the left, and destroy the rest. Yeah, that's totally correct. You did exactly right. I could have used Damian Wayne and just discarded 3 ongoing cards and drawn 3 cards that way. I chose not to because I saw another way to do it, and I didn't want to discard all of my ongoing cards. So I just wanted to keep some of those cards up. So I can't defend against this, so if each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, pass 1 to the discard pile of the player on the left, and destroy the rest. Ooh, this is dangerous. We're gonna keep... Ooh, what do I want to do? Well, we're going to destroy Flight Ring. That's an easy choice. It's these 2 that are hard to pick. Titans Together is a Unity card, so that's going to let me do my Unity cards more often. But Star Sapphire is probably one of my favorite rings, lantern rings. Oh. I think the Unity mechanic is going to be more valuable than the Star Sapphire Power Ring. I think that's just longer game. That's the way to go. All right, Brother Blood, you hurt me bad. The Unity mechanic is one of my favorite mechanics across the DC deck building game. I really hope they bring it back at some point because it's only present in Crisis 4, and I hope they bring it back for more because especially if you get to play of like a 4-player game, you trigger all the Unity cards at the table, not just yours. So it doesn't have to be in play in front of you. Your friend could have it, and you get to trigger that as well when you play Unity cards. So it really is a lot of fun. Okay, so we can't play cards that cost 5 or greater, which is almost my entire hand here. What do I want to do? I only need to give it 1, so which one am I thinking of doing? I could give it Starbolt, but I know I already lost the other Starbolts. I won't get it back. And that's a power machine. Mind Control Hat's a fun card. I mean, drawing 2 cards is good. And World's Mightiest, I think it's Mind Control Hat. I really like Mind Control Hat, but I have to get rid of this Crisis quick. So that's over. That's another card gone. There's a lot of good cards that were lost recently. Another thing I keep forgetting, and sometimes forget, I guess, whenever a personal crisis makes you get rid of a card, whenever you contribute to a personal crisis, it is removed from the game. It is not destroyed. It doesn't matter so much in Crisis 4 because you can't interact with the destroyed pile anyway, but some other games it might be important. Actually, it might not, because if you can't interact with the destroyed pile at all, I don't know, there's probably some exception in there I'm not thinking of right now. World's Mightiest Mortal. 5 power, reveal the top card of the main deck, put any number, reveal the top 2. Put them in the lineup or put them back in any order. We're going to leave them in the order they're in. You know what, no, we'll switch it. We'll put Shazam on top. So that's 5 power. I can get an equipment from my discard pile. Play this turn. We will do Blue Lantern Power Ring. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power. 14, 15, 16, count the superpowers now. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 power is way more than enough than what I need. So goodbye, Brother Blood, leaving me with 9 power. Hello, Wonder of the Night. And I think that's all I want. Okay. Some of the things that bother me when I go really fast like that, so when I beat a Crisis and Villain in the same turn, I didn't get to buy anything for the next Crisis. I didn't really have anything to buy, so we're going to see what happens there. Additionally, I don't know what defense cards I'm going to have. I don't know how many I have left even, and I need them for Donna Troia's ability. In fact, I haven't seen a lot of defense cards this turn. I was expecting to really fill my deck with defense cards, but they seem to be pretty low for some reason. Alright, 5 cards here. I have 1 defense card in my hand, so that's good news. Let's see what happens. Our new personal crisis is Depowered. Discard each power you control, superpower you control. You can't play superpowers, contribute 2 superpowers. Okay. Then our new villain is Clock King. You know, I'm going to use Skeets. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a hero from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. There's no discard pile, so we're just going to draw a card. Alright, new card coming out and 1 getting destroyed for Depowered. So it wants 2 superpowers. I have Warm Embrace here, but 4 power is nice. Let's see what we can do to avoid that. Let's try Legion Flight Ring to draw a card. Well, that's going to help, though. We will try Omen. Each player plays a Unity card, blah, blah, blah. I may destroy a card, and then I could draw a card and get 1 power. Here's Metropolis. Let's try this. Are you a superpower? It is not, and we will leave that there. Alright, 2 power. 5 power. I should just give up Warm Embrace. It is a 4 power card, and that's nice. But it's probably better just to get rid of the Crisis. So goodbye to Warm Embrace. That hurts. Keep losing cards I really like. Alright, we're at 5 power though, and we're going to copy the power of another card. We will copy Warrior Princess to get to 8 power to buy Shazam with. Not enough for Clock King, but we're getting there. Nothing to destroy, because I got rid of the personal crisis. Oh, we had Whirlwind in the next hand. We could have kept it. That's alright. Let's put Infinity Island out. That's good. Then we'll do Wonder of the Night, put an equipment from the discard pile into my hand. We're going to go Indigo Tribe Ring, and then we get to draw a card. This is going to be a ring-heavy round. Hold on. Alright, 1 power. 2, 3, 4. 4 powers so far. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 power there, and this is going to copy the power of this. That's 10, 11, 12. 12 there is enough to get rid of Clock King. 2 power left over. Nothing to buy, though. That was a lot of Lantern Rings. I wish I had the Kyle Rayner card. Okay. That's a okay hand, but there is no defense here. That is a bad news situation. There is no defense here. Okay. Let's get our new Crisis. Did I do... You're right. I screwed up. I screwed up. But the good news is I did have Whirlwind in the next hand. So the only thing that would have changed is I would have destroyed this card here for the next turn. And this would have gone away on that turn. So you're right. Because I'd only have 1 extra power now. That's an easy fix, but thank you for catching that, because I did miss that. Thank you. Alright, so our new personal crisis is Malfunction. I knew it was coming. Discard each equipment you control. You can't play equipment, contribute 2 equipment. Crisis Troia, which I cannot defend against, which is bad because I think she's one that gives an extra personal crisis to. Yep. Each player gets a personal crisis. Or gets a personal crisis. They destroy the top card of the main deck for each personal crisis they have. Alright, so that's 2 cards destroyed. Then a card coming out for the turn, and destroying 2 cards or having 2 personal crises. So this one wants equipment. I need to give it 2 equipment. And this one, each time you buy or gain or defeat a villain, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Players may contribute villains they buy, gain, or defeat to this crisis. Contribute 3 villains. My worry is that I already destroyed a lot of villains. They might have been pretty stacked towards the top of the deck for some reason. If that's the case, I may not see the villains I need. So we might fly through this game having Villainous Lineage still out here. That being said, supervillains are villains, so they do count towards that. Okay, here we go. So I can't play equipment. I'm just going to give it White Lantern Power Ring. It's not that great of an equipment anymore since I have most of the power rings already. 5 power. Look at the top 2 cards of the deck. Put them back in any order. We're going to put Dr. Sivana back on top, so he'll be a villain for Villainous Lineage. So that's 5. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12 from Dr. Sivana. And then I can choose an equipment in my discard pile that I have played, or I've played this turn, and gains the text. So I can basically play an equipment without actually playing it, because this is a hero card. So again, I'm at 2, 4, 7, 12, and I can play an equipment from my discard pile. We're going to play Biometric Exosuit. So that's 13, draw a card, and I may destroy a card. Nothing I really want to destroy, but we did draw Plastic Man to get 14, draw a card, and I may destroy another card. 15, 16, draw a card, I may destroy another card. We'll destroy the punch card. So we still got the 16 power, but I didn't get the equipment I wanted in any of that. So 16 power, we'll buy Gotham City, we'll buy Orange Lantern Power Ring, and that's 10. We'll get Science Cell for the rest of it, and hopefully we can give up Science Cell to Malfunction if it comes through the deck fast enough. I did buy a few cards specifically for this crisis, so hopefully they are floating around somewhere. I think it was Batarang and what was it? Batarang and Flight Ring? Yeah, Legion Flight Ring. Alright, new card comes out. 2 cards coming out here because of two crises. Here's Ancient Map. That should be our second equipment. And that's the end of Malfunction, at least. So that's 1 down. If we beat Dr. Sivana this turn, that's 1 of the 3 villains. Crisis Troia can be the second of 3 villains. We should be okay. Here's Force Field to draw a card. We will play Damian Wayne. That's 2 power. I'm going to discard Titans Together and Omen, but we're going to take Titans Together back to our hand because of Infinity Island. So that's 2 power and draw 2 cards. Um, 3, 4, draw a card. Draw another card. 5, 6, 7. We're going to get Dr. Sivana out of there, leaving us with 3 power. We'll go 4, 5, and we'll discard Titans Together to draw another card. Alright, 6, 7, 8 for this superpower. 9, 10, 11. If I play or have played on 1 Starbolt this turn, gain a card from the lineup and put it into your hand, we'll gain Sonic Siren. So we are at 11 power already, so there's not really much else we can do other than beat Crisis Troia. We already have a defense for next turn with Force Field here, so that's okay. Anything else I want to do this turn? Nah. We're just going to beat Crisis Troia and move on. I've got still 4 cards in my hand, but it's time to move on. Oh, Crisis Troia, by the way, goes towards Villainous Lineage, so that is 2 of 3. Alright. Our new personal crisis is Inflated Ego. Discard each card of cost 1, 2, or 3 you control. We just lost our defense card. You can't play cards of cost 1, 2, or 3. Contribute 2 cards of cost 1, 2, or 3. Well, I think we still have a Legion Flight Ring and a Battering floating around, so that'll help with that. So 1 card comes out, and we're going to destroy 2 for our 2 crises. Oh, we lost Green Lantern Power Ring. That's a good defense card. Terra, who I think we cannot defend against. We cannot. Each player destroys 2 cards they control. For each you cannot gain a weakness. Oh, we are going to destroy our locations. I'm keeping Wally West. I'm keeping Wally West. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, can't play cards that cost 1, 2, or 3. Nothing in my hand costs 1, 2, or 3. We're going to play Gotham City and say, are you an equipment? It is, and we will draw it. World's Mightiest Mortal. 5 power. Look at the top 2 cards. We will... Ooh. Add any number of them to the lineup. We will add Parasite to the lineup. We'll leave Black Lantern Corps on top. So that's 5 power. Buying Parasite to give the Villainous Lineage. So that is over. 5 power. We're down to 1 power. Down to 1 power. We're going to copy the power there to get to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Play this card. 11, 12. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 power is enough to say goodbye to Terra. And also buy Hero of the Future. So, Inflated Ego is still around. But that's not so bad considering we're on the last villain now, which we know is Crisis Trigon. And we know we have those cards floating around. I'm pretty sure we have exactly 2 cards, being Battering and Legion Flight Ring, floating around. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We got a few things we can do here. That's good. Let's go and get our new personal crisis. We're going to end up with 3 now because Trigon's going to give us 1 also. It is Sudden Lost. Discard each ongoing card you control. You can't play ongoing cards. Contribute 2 ongoing cards. Okay? And then Crisis Trigon says, unavoidable first appearance attack. Each player gets a personal crisis. Boom. Weakened Heart is our next one here. Each time you buy or gain a card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. A player must buy or gain 2 or more non-villain cards in a single turn. He costs 5 more for each personal crisis in play. So he's going to cost 15. He costs 30 right now. But hopefully we can get rid of this. That's 1 card coming out and 3 getting destroyed because there's 3 personal crises. We lost a Plastic Man, a Black Canary. Man, that was not a great loss. Not a great victory for us. Okay, we can put a hero from our discard pile on top of our deck. If I choose not to, I can draw a card. Let's see if there's any heroes that cost 1, 2, or 3 that we'd like to give to Inflated Ego, or an ongoing one for sudden loss. Do I have any villains that cost 1, 2, or 3? Heroes, I mean. I've got 2 Plastic Mans. So you know what? We'll put one of the Plastic Mans on top of our deck. Or you know what? I've got one in my hand. You know what? Nah, we'll do the Plastic Man. We'll do it. We've got 2 of them. We'll be okay. Or you know what? I've got a better idea. We're gonna put Omen on top of our deck. We don't have a lot of destruction needs anymore. We've thinned our deck out plenty. So it's time that we can get rid of a destruction card. We're gonna put that on top of our deck to give to Sudden Loss. Now, can I draw anything? Yes. I can put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand and then draw a card. I know we have an ongoing equipment we can use for sudden loss, or I could get a card to give the sudden ego, or to inflated ego. Sudden ego. That's a scary name. Alright, I can get Batarang, Flight Ring, Science Cell, or I can get an ongoing card. Right? Do I have that ongoing card, or did I get rid of it? It's gone if it's here. Okay. We'll take Legion Flight Ring into our hand, and then we get to draw a card because of Wonder of the Night. So here's this for sudden loss. So that's 1 of 3 here. And then this takes a card of cost 1, 2, or 3, so there's another one there. And you know what? Here's a second card of cost 1, 2, or 3. So these 2 are destroyed, removed from the game, and Inflated Ego is over. So that's 1 crisis down, bringing him down to a cost of 25. Now, there are not 2 non-villain cards in the lineup, so I cannot beat Weakened Heart this turn. I don't have the ongoing cards to get rid of that. So, 2 power from Shazam, and I can play the top card of the deck. 3 power, put a superpower from my discard pile into my hand. This might just be the one that gets rid of sudden loss, because I have Titans Together. Yep, Titans Together. Goes here. That's 2 ongoing cards removed, and that's sudden loss gone. I know that's the removal, basically, of the Unity mechanic from my deck, but that's 2 crises beat in 1 turn, so that's good. And it's the last villain anyway, so we'll be okay. So it's 3 power so far, right? No, just 2. 4 power total. Nothing I can do with that. Just gonna let the deck keep thinning itself out now. 1 card coming out, 1 to destroy. So we have to beat Black Lantern Core because we can't beat Crisis Trigon while there's villains in the lineup. Can't beat any supervillain while there's villains in the lineup. We still have Weakened Heart. Because of Weakened Heart, I am not going to buy Superboy. If I buy Superboy, he's not there to buy on my next turn. And the next turn might be the one where I'm able to buy 2 cards in 1 turn. Because it is just non-villain cards. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be lots of ongoing cards we can bring out. Here's Biometric Exosuit, that's 1 power. 2, 3. Play and reveal and play the top card of the main deck. 4, 5, and I may destroy a card in my hand. Yeah, we'll destroy Skeets. We're going to destroy Skeets. So that's 5 power. This will copy that, 6, 7. And then I'm not going to get enough to get to 20. 8, 9. Do I want to discard Biometric Exosuit? Nah, but we'll use the 9 to get rid of Black Lantern Core. And we'll move on to our next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have to destroy a card for Weakened Heart. Now, hopefully we can either buy both of those or beat Crisis Trigon this turn. One of those 2 is going to happen. Okay. Damian Wayne. 2 power. We're going to discard this to draw a card. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. And then draw another card. Okay, this is going to be fun. Alright, 2 power. Plus 5 is 7. Reveal the top 2 cards, put them back in any order. We'll put them back in this order. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Count the heroes now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 with the one in my discard pile, 19 from the one I just played, and that is going to copy this card to get to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 power, and then we're going to copy the power of that to get to 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 power. With 32 power, I think we have enough to just beat it entirely. So 5 and 9 brings us down to 22 power. Goodbye Weakened Heart. And 22 power is enough to beat Crisis Trigon. Could have just afforded him as he was, but it's good to beat a Crisis too and have a clear lineup. Alright. That is my second attempt at Crisis 4 plus Heroes Unite. It was an okay round. There were a few rough spots, but there were also a lot of really, really smooth spots, and I like that. the helpful cards the most were Blue Lantern Power Ring, the Indigo Tribe Ring, Wonder the Night was a nice late game card, and Damian Wayne with the Unity cards goes great together. Using Damian Wayne to discard Unity cards, using Infinity Island to get those Unity cards back, and playing Unity cards multiple times in one turn is a pretty unstoppable combo. So that is how I like to play Crisis 4, and I'm glad I got to. Now for Donna Troia, I think I used her ability maybe twice. It was really unfortunate. I think most of the defense cards got destroyed, and I didn't have defense cards when I needed them to defend against villains. So Donna Troia did not help me in that aspect. That being said, I still think she's a great and strong character for the game, and I think there could be other situations where she's much better. Maybe Crisis 4 isn't the best, but a regular ongoing game might be, because then you're getting attacked by other players. There's not cards getting destroyed by personal crises cards. Donna Troia would be much stronger in that setting, I think. So, that is basically all I've got for today. If you enjoy the videos, there's plenty more to watch, so I appreciate that. Another way you can support is I have the game mat here. I sell that on my Etsy store. There's a link below. I've got this Gwent themed game mat I also use for a lot of other games. There is the Patreon if you're interested. That allows you to get mid-round results for the leagues. It gets you special members-only rounds, thank yous in the videos. I'll get to that in just a minute. And all sorts of stuff like that. Check that out. It might be for you. As for my thank yous today, we've got J.K. Damron. J.K. Damron's one of the newer members of the Solo Crisis League. Solo Crisis League is what I've been playing here for. It's basically a semi-competitive version of Crisis expansions for the DC deck building game. So thank you for joining J.K. Damron. Hope you're enjoying yourself, and good luck in the rest of Season 5. We have Kal-L672. Kal-L is one of you, one of our members watching here. And they are a new member of the Solo Crisis League also. And they seem to be enjoying themselves so far. So welcome, Kal-L672. And then we got Tony Tails. Tony Tails is a member of the Solo Champions League. Similar setup, but with Marvel Champions. So thank you for joining Tony Tails. I hope you're enjoying so far. That is really all I've got for you this morning. That was a fun game. I'm glad it helps you learn. Yeah, I mean, I learned playing correctly just for people watching me, honestly. I've played a lot of this game. I do know the ins and outs of it pretty well, but every now and then you get in a situation where you're really comfortable with a card, so you don't even read it. You just play it by looking at it, and then you miss something because you've been misinterpreting it, or you've been just playing it wrong incorrectly at that time. Whatever. I appreciate people noticing my mistakes, so I appreciate that as well. And I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I enjoy making them. It's fun. It's an excuse to play the game more that I already love. So that's all I've got for you this morning. I really appreciate all of you, and you have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday.